Hey guys, the Commander Casual here. I'm playing my Athreos Humans deck. It's an Athreos deck, human tribal. Check out the other. I think this will be the second gameplay video I have. And I also have a deck tick up, so check that out if you want to see the specific cards in the deck. We mulliganed into this hand. It doesn't have a ton of early action, but we're gonna stick with it anyway. We're playing against a Sakashima, the Imposter. So I've never actually seen him run as a commander, but he's a very popular commander card. So this is probably gonna be really cool to see some kind of like clone tribal deck out of this. If not, it might be some kind of mono blue control or something like that. It'll be interesting. We'll have to see what this guy's up to. We're also playing against Etali, Primal Storm. Etali seems to be really popular in Commander since Rivals of Ixalan came out very recently. So I've played against a few Etali decks already, and they're usually just kind of a mono red hasty style deck, which is just kind of like play out Etali, smash in with the turn, you play him, and then try to generate some extra value off of his triggered ability, which lets you exile the top card of everybody's library, and if it's a non-land, you can cast it for free. And then we're also playing against Tishana, Voice of Thunder. So this is usually kind of like a like a go wide creature style deck, possibly Merfolk Tribal, and they led with a Kosi Trickster, so I'm gonna guess it's Merfolk Tribal, but we'll have to see. Yeah, as I said, like I didn't want to keep a hand with this many lands, but we mulliganed into it, and I don't want to. At least we'll have lands and all of our colors. So Enclave Cryptologist. There's another one. Does he only have one land? Damn, two 1-drops though. This guy started with a Valakut and a mono red deck. Lucky duck. Oh, he has a Verdant Catacombs too. For a breeding pool. Poke that guy. Oh, okay, he's not doing anything. Um, so I guess we play our Cover of Darkness and name our humans. This is a really fun tribal support card. It's really good too. Fear is actually awesome. The only thing is because it's an onslaught tribal card, it's an old tribal card, so it applies to every creature on the battlefield, not just the ones you control. Name human. Yeah, I chose it. There we go. Yeah, we're not choosing Merfolk. So next turn, I guess we'll play Athreos. And hopefully we'll draw some other land after that. So we can eventually work up to playing Ravos or our Geist Honored Monk. Yeah, it's this deck's usually pretty aggressive. Um, so it'll be interesting to see how it functions with a slower start. Because our curve's pretty low for the most part. But yeah, Fire Diamond. Go on, counterspell it. I'm positive that's not going to happen, but this guy seems to have an issue. This guy seems to have an issue just yielding, is what I meant. Because he's already used up like three some minutes of his game time, and we've only just started. Yeah, he's just gonna level up his Enclave Cryptologist, so now he can loot with it, which is probably what he's gonna do. Yeah, I'm assuming this is like kind of like gonna be like a blue-green weenies style deck for Merfolk. And so you just want to play out as many little dudes as possible so that when you play Tishana, you can draw a ton of cards, and then smash face with Tishana. Discarded Deep Channel Mentors. Blue creatures you control can't be blocked. Okay. It's gonna play a Temple of Mystery as well. Get to scry. I love the temples. I think they're really good. They're also like a pretty budget option, which is nice. Okay, so we got another land, which is nice. Play Athreos. And then next turn we can play our Orzhov Guildgate and just tap out. Or we can leave our Mortify up, I suppose. And then after that we can play our Temple of the False God and actually get out like a Geist Honored Monk or Ravos. So we're looking good so far. Just a little slow. Font of Fortunes. Sack Font of Fortunes. Draw 2 cards. Okay, interesting. Bloodforged Battle Axe. Interesting. I love this card, but is this like an artifact Voltron-y style deck with Sakashima, and then you just copy some other big hitter on the battlefield with Sakashima, and then try and run Voltron damage? A kind of interesting style. Excuse me. Big yawns. It's a little late. I like the newer art on Breeding Pool. Oh, it's still good, but I like the newer one better. Flooded Strand, he's going to grab a Tropical Island. And then what is he going to put 2 counters on the Conclave Cryptologist and just draw a card? No, he's going to Explosive Vegetation. It's a good card. I wish we could run that in this deck, but for obvious reasons we can't, because it's green. I love to ramp and draw cards, so playing not blue and not green is always a little hard for me, but discarded a Command Beacon. That's because he's probably got plenty of lands. Aw, man. If we had another untapped land, we could have played Erebos. I mean, well, we could have played this, but we can't tap it for mana yet. So, uh, yeah, we're just gonna F6. And F6 again. We've got the Mortify and the Path, so if we need to use those, we can. Just gonna F6 again, which lets me yield the whole turn. Illusionist Bracers, that's pretty good. I'm so confused about what this guy's deck does. That's pretty scary. I might have to get rid of that. Especially when no one has any blockers on board. Yeah, I think I need to get rid of that. There's just too much potential to combo off with Neheb the Eternal. The issue is that if we do that, we make an enemy of other people. I think we're going to do it now and try and encourage this guy to attack him, but yeah, and then we'll play our Geist Honored Monk next turn. Edric. Yuck. Watch us get attacked now. It'd be sad. Are you serious? Are you serious? Get rid of the Neheb and he goes for me. We might have to exile this Edric. I think I can path it next turn, so. It's just kind of like, how much removal do we... Oh, sorry, I meant swords, but yeah, we can path it too. Yeah, play our Geist Honored Monk. Or do we keep the... If we keep it around, we can draw a whole bunch of cards next turn, so... We'll consider it. Can always just leave the mana up. I'm just going to yield the rest of the turn. Yeah, so our guy starter monk has fear because it's a human. And then we've got some spirit dudes. Those are creepy tokens. They look like kids. Anyway, next turn we'll play Ravos, which will pump up our whole team. Because Geist Starter Monk will go up to 4/4 because of it like base 4/4, and then it'll get +1/+1 because of Ravos, and both the spirits will get +1/+1 as well. So we'll have like 8 power on board, and then we can attack because the human has fear and the two spirits have flying. Can probably attack each of our opponents. Oh, actually, I guess we'd have to attack not the merfolk player to do that, but anyway, we can attack with all 3 creatures and draw 3 cards, which should be awesome. I'm a big fan of drawing cards. Also, if we play Ravos next turn, Athreos will be online, so we can draw 4 cards because he'll have 7 devotion exactly. No, my things. That's okay. Playing Ravos will get us back our Geist Honored Monk. So who should we punish with this? Yeah, I'll go with the Etali player. See, think for whatever reason it won't actually show which one is the Geist Honored Monk. Yeah, it doesn't actually say which one's which. It also says I only put 2 triggers on the stack. Or is it just... oh, sorry, it's just jumping too high. So we might just get our Geist Honored back for free. Because he won't want to pay 3 for a token dying. I would say it's a bit early for that, but you're mono red, I should assume you're not done burning. Yeah. He might not have a ton of board wipes, but... So we got our Geist Starter Monk back. Oh, somebody just started watching us. Mr. Bear, 35. Welcome. Just gonna yield. This guy plays something big, we might swords or path it. Cold Ice Elky. Not overly worried about that. We also don't have islands, so it's just a 1/1 to us that draws them cards. Um, oh, that's kind of interesting. Oh, he's turning the Valakut into an island. Interesting. It's a bit early for that. That'd be a correct assumption. I just didn't want the other 2 drawing an extra 3 cards a turn if I could help it. That's a good card. So he can attack for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 next turn. I might have to get rid of that. We're gonna do that. Hey, we got a white knight. Okay, so I guess we go with our plan again. The one we just did. And just play the Geist Honored Monk. My party was pooped. He's like, I guess that makes me the party pooper because he killed it because this guy said he was going to draw cards too. Oh, I guess we would have had a mana up anyway, so I probably should have waited. Is he gonna copy Geist Honored Monk or the Selkie? Selkie, because he wants to draw cards. Oh, he can also equip it um, and get in for unblocked, and then copy as Bloodforged Axe. Is it draw that many cards? Holy crap! So with the axe, it's actually really good. I will still draw cards. Great, well spoken. Beautifully said. Doesn't have haste, but I'm just gonna yield. Sakashima deck is kind of a cool idea. I'm thinking I might do like a Galta deck, the new Elder Dinosaur, just the mono green one. But it wouldn't be anything that unique. It just seems like a big dumb green card that I want to play, and it appeals to me. You know, you just run like a fair bit of ramp in there, lots of mana dorks because they'd accelerate you that much faster into getting Galta, and then just smash face with the 12/12 Trampler. Holy, that's spooky. Well, we have a path. See if is he gonna beast within it? Um, GG, I guess. Yeah, and he just disconnected. Okay, well, just gonna get rid of that Balefire Dragon. It's a little spooky. Oh no, he's gonna blow up my Geisthunter mug. I didn't think about that. No. Or maybe the Sakashima. Alright. Ah, I wanted them to give it back to me. So I could play White Knight and Erebos. Not a bad combo. Yeah, I would do that. Erebos. So we can start drawing some cards too. And wait, play White Knight. Yeah, I'm gonna take the Sakashima player. Their spirits. Can also do some decent damage next turn if we play Ravos. Because their spirits will get pumped, our White Knight will get pumped, Athreos will be online. Erebos won't, but just barely won't be. I may still get some card draw out of this. I don't know why he says may. He can definitely hit this mono red player. Uh, Activated ability. Wait, you want to copy the return effect? Confused. I don't know. I don't understand. He also gets another Bloodforged axe. But we have a little first striker, so that's nice. Also, we have an intrepid hero that we can drop at some point. Yes, he's gonna draw 3 cards and then get another Bloodforged axe. Bloodforged Battle Axe, is it? Yeah. Yeah, draws 3 cards. Gets an axe token. Does he equip the axe token? I don't know. He's got Island Walk on this guy because this Valakut's still an island. Nice thing about playing Ravos is we can get our Geist Honored Monk back. I really like Ravos as a card. I think he's really, really good. He's such a good like tribal support card too. You could easily do so many tribal decks by pairing him with some other partner commander. It gives you access to 2 colors, and he just basically is a tribal lord on his own. And the recursion effect is actually really helpful for late game. Getting creatures out of your graveyard and back into your hand can be so helpful. He's got a Thespian stage, so you're gonna copy his Valakut with it. Then if he plays a mountain, he gets 2 triggers. That's pretty dirty. Gotta put a Thespian stage and Vesuva in my Roshin Meander burn deck that has Valakut in it. You just get copy up more Valakuts. What you thinking about? He's got enough mana to play Etali and like a Lightning Greaves if he's got it. It's 2 mana. Yeah, he's gonna use Thespian stage to copy the Valakut. It's kind of spooky because he gets 2 Valakut triggers now. This is the one that lets him copy stuff. Yeah. And it has fear now too because it's a human. Whoops. Is Sakashima normally a human? Yeah, human rogue. Well, is it Etali? Hmm. Oh, he just literally tapped out. Okay. Okay, we drew a land. I think we can draw a card and then play Ravels now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. So let's draw a card. Path of Ancestry. That's okay. Play Ravos. I kind of want to leave the White Knight up as a blocker, so that's what I'm going to do. He's looking at 10 damage here if he doesn't block, which is a substantial chunk. Yeah, he's taking it. Hey, I'm cool with that. I want to see more of the Sakashima deck, though. I'm interested to see how this guy's kind of built this to operate. Sorry if my sound quality just changed weird. Just moved my headset to get at my ears because I've been wearing my headset for a while and my ears are starting to get uncomfortable. I was recently reactivated my World of Warcraft subscription because I'm a nerd. And yeah, been spending way too much time on it. Trying to get in as much gaming on that now before my semester heats up too much. And then I just won't have time to play it. I've also started DMing a Pathfinder campaign. And I'm taking a lot of aesthetic ideas, I guess, from Explorers and Rivals of Ixalan. So, because it's like the campaign I'm running is a homebrew, and it's essentially like a shipwreck on an island that I'm um, basing very thematically off Ixalan, except there's no the mer people are evil, and there's no vampires, and the Sun Empire people are like a whole bunch of paladins and clerics that literally worship the sun as a god. If you don't know what I'm talking about, Pathfinder is like a version of D&D, and I've recently gotten into D&D because I think it's super fun. Okay, let's yeah, the paradox engine's a little scary, but yeah, it's just gonna keep attacking this guy and drawing cards. I'm actually pretty surprised he didn't. Yeah, this is cast, so the Bloodforged Axe entering won't trigger Paradox Engine was what I was looking at, but I'm kind of surprised he didn't jump on the opportunity to draw 5 cards instead of 3, but can do what he wants. Drawing 3 cards a turn is still pretty damn good. I don't love that this guy's just getting a whole bunch of stuff, but it's not a whole lot we can do about it right now other than just try to kill him. Next time we can get a Geistounder Monk out if Ravos doesn't die to whatever this guy Valakuts. I'm hoping he decides to Valakut this, but I'd like Ravos to stick around. Yeah, you get another Bloodforged Axe. Such a cool card. I was watching, I think it was Commander Clash? No, Commander Versus. One of the two. I watched them both. I really enjoy them both. In one of them, they were mentioning how Bloodforged Axe seem, or at least how or Bloodforged Battle Axe, to them seemed like an unstable card. Or like, it was like an inch away from being an unstable card in their own minds. Handwire Battlements. Okay, so he's going to smash somebody with Etali here. Do we... Hmm. Do we throw like a White Knight under the bus just to prevent 6 damage? He's going to give it haste here. Hopefully he attacks this guy. Yeah, that's what I thought. Champion of the Parish. I wanted that. Whatever, it doesn't do a whole lot for him. At least I assume it won't. He could have some humans in there. It's not that weird. Yeah, we'll just take the damage, I think. Or I could block with White Knight. Hmm. Yeah, it's just kind of a 3-3 right now. And we're going to get Geistounder Monk back, so I'm going to block for now. I'm mostly thinking because we'll be paying life to draw cards with Erebos, and I don't want us to drop our health too low. So I don't mind blocking. We're going to get a different thing here anyway. And he already played a not mountain, so. I hit that guy with the trigger because he seems scarier to me. We've blown a bit of our removal for sure, but I'm not super worried about Etali. Yeah, we got our White Knight back anyway. How much mana do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hopefully we draw like an untapped land next turn and we can Intrepid Hero and Geistounder Monk. I think if we don't, we'll play the Path of Ancestry. We'll draw a card and play the Geistounder Monk. Because then we'll also have a bunch of spirits up to just soak up damage. And our Geistounder Monk's going to be pretty big as well. I think it'll be a 7/7. No, 8/8, because Athreos will be online. If I'm doing my mental math correctly. The funny thing about Etali is that because there's only 3 of us in the game, is not as good. Did he get a land for himself? He got to get a Rogue's Passage. And I'm assuming he got a land from... Yeah, I got now enough this guy too. That's the thing, is Etali can also whiff hard. Always yield and always yes. It automatically targeted the Geist Honor Monk because it's the only creature in our graveyard. Are you gonna exile my graveyard? There we go. Oh, cool. We got a recruiter of the guard. We could go get what's it called? Knight of the White Orchid, which should give us another plains, I think. 1, 2, 3, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so we could do that and get another plains. That would cost us 3. Pay the Knight of the White Orchid would be another 2. So 5 of our 7. Then we get another white, and we could play Intrepid Hero. So we could play Recruiter, Knight of the White Orchid, and Intrepid Hero. Or we could play Geist Hunter Monk. Tough call. I think we're going to go with Recruiter into Orchid, Knight of the White Orchid. Because land is good. Always yes and always yield. It's also just bodies. Bodies and bodies and bodies. Actually, let's take a look at everything here. Adaptive Automaton's good. Aegis is good. Grand Abolisher. We haven't really seen any counter spells or anything. Not worried. Chaos is good. Mirran Crusader. Yeah, I got a lot of really good stuff. Timno would let us draw some cards. I think we're just going to go with what we did. Because if this guy attacks us again, we can throw either these guys under the bus and then replay them later with Ravos' ability, or if they just put them back in our hand with Athreos. Then we get more into the battlefield triggers, which is awesome. So we're going to play Knight of the White Orchid. Always yes. And always yield, just in case we play them again. Because I did the same thing for Recruiter of the Guard. Grab a Plains. And we'll play Intrepid Hero. And a Path of Ancestry. So we're set up with more mana next turn. I'm wondering if we keep Athreos up to block? No, we'll leave these guys to block. Because we're okay with throwing them away. And we're going to commit to murdering past dubs. Thing is, too, is if it's just the Etali is significantly less good with only a few people in game. Or the less people are in game, rather. So if we can kill this guy, then Etali's less scary. And we've got Intrepid Hero now. So unless they actually spend something to destroy it, we've got it. Doing some serious commander damage with Athreos this time. That's pretty cool. I'm really liking this deck. It was like I built it based off of a viewer's suggestion. They suggested I do an Athreos deck. They didn't suggest a human thing, but they were looking for my take on it, and this is the take I kind of went with, and I'm really enjoying it. It's kind of a white weenie with some human tribal support that I'm really loving it. It's tons of fun, and it does quite well. I didn't think white weenie was like super viable in Commander, but this deck's proven me wrong for sure. It's definitely won like I think the majority of the matches I've played with it. And I mean, like, playing Commander, you can only really expect to win one of every 4 games, because that's just how statistics break down with 4 players. So if you're winning like 50% or more of your games, you have a good deck, essentially. Or you have a deck that pisses people off a whole lot and the point they quit. I consider wins like where you actually win the game, not everyone else leaves the game. But I guess everybody has their own definition of winning. I say that with air quotes that you can't see. Speaking of C, I notice that most like Let's Players and stuff like that, and I guess I don't like that term, but I guess technically I am a Let's Player. Watchful Automaton. Interesting card. This deck's looking pretty budgety, but I like it. Um, most Let's Players have um, web cameras and stuff like that, so you can see their face and their reactions to stuff. And I don't know if I don't really want to do that. Comment, I guess, if you do you guys want to see, I don't know, like what I look like or me talking or like my facial reactions. I don't know. I'm just sitting behind my computer in my room, um, playing Magic the Gathering. So I don't know how interesting I can be. But I mean, like even like Magic the Gathering channels and stuff like that. Like Paul Cheon from Channel Fireball has a webcam when he streams and stuff like that, and you can see his wife and kids in the background and stuff like that. I don't have those because I'm a student, but by those I mean wife and children. I don't have a webcam either, but I could easily get one. Anyway, comment. Do you want to see my face? It's not that lovely. I play Magic a lot, and I'm also a rugby player, which means it's probably been damaged. If you want to stare at a guy playing Magic the Gathering, then, you know, let me know. Comment. Curial Pretender. Oh. For whatever reason, I saw that border on the champion light up, and I thought he was copying the champion of the parish. I was like, what do you have to gain from that? Eh? Did he just bounce his own Mercurial Pretender? Oh, it's because he wants to use the Paradox engine. Is that why? I guess you can do that with Sakashima student. Oh, he bounced. What's happening? Oh, he copied the Sakashima student. Is this some kind of dumb infinite combo? Did he mean to put this in his hand? It's got these two activated abilities because it's the Mercurial Pretender that copied the Sakashima the Imposter that was copying the Cold Eye Selkie. Wait, so if he copies the Cold Eye Selkie now, it's going to have three activated abilities? Do it. I don't know why he wouldn't copy Etali. Mercurial Pretender can only turn into something on your side of the battlefield, on like that you control. Oh, he turned into Imperial Recruiter. Sorry, Recruiter of the Guard. Imperial Recruiter is the really expensive red one, I think. Sorry, again, I'm scratching my head and moving my headset, so sorry if that sounds weird. What you getting, guy? Or maybe he's just digging in his deck. Trophy Mage. That's a pretty good card. Is he gonna go get another rock and try and do the Paradox Engine combo things? Oh look, Trophy Mage. Yes, you play Trophy Mage. You go get a something that taps for blue. I'm assuming Commander Sphere, something like that. Sculpting Steel. So you're gonna copy his Thran Dynamo. Copy the treasure. That's where the value's at. Sculpting Steel. Gasp. He's just trying to exploit having as much mana as he can, but he doesn't have infinite colored mana. Although he does have a ridiculous amount of mana now per turn, essentially. Because he'll tap both the Thran Dynamos if that's what he's copying. Yeah. So he'll tap both of those and have 6 neutral mana, and then he'll dump that into whatever he's playing, and then they'll both untap again, and he'll just keep doing that. I don't know, maybe he's got some massive X spell he can drop on us. But for the time being, I'm kinda bored. I don't know, he can pay to equip all those Bloodforged axes, but he can't attack this turn with the Zelki, I should say. He could attack with the Echo Mage. If he attacks us, we're cool with that. Two creatures. Oh, okay. Is he gonna equip the Echo Mage and swing in for some mad damage here then? He's got the mana for it. It's pretty deadly. So if yeah, he'll equip all three of these here and hit him for a ton of damage, like 8 or something, and then he gets 3 more Bloodforged battle axes that he'll easily have the mana to equip next turn. So luckily, all the bodies of his guys are really weak, so the first strike is really nice for us. We can also just blow up whatever he equips it to. Um, but that's probably the biggest Echo Mage Magic the Gathering Online has ever seen. Probably not actually, but I mean, look at it, guys. An 8/3 Echo Mage. Astounding. Navigator's Ruin. Here in step, you attack with creatures turn target opponent puts spell forecast. Okay. You gonna mill people? Okay. He's allowed. Do whatever he likes. Oh, we got our champion back. Yay. I wasn't even paying attention. I know he bounced both of his creatures, but I forgot that the champion was ours. He didn't somehow sneak out that card. Can he double level up then if he pays? Did he sack his treasure for no reason there? I think he did. Whatever. It's an activated ability. Okay, I was like, if that counts, then geez. I was like, would that double up the triggers of all these Bloodforged battle axes so he gets another 6? Oh, shit. X gon' give it to me. Yep. Axes everywhere. I lose next turn anyway. To me? Yeah, I suppose. He can block with his automaton, or however you say it. Automaton? Automaton? I always say automaton. Because that also just sounds fun to say. Automaton? Automaton. Automaton! You understand, audience that can't talk to me. See, it gives the illusion of not loneliness whenever I'm talking, because I'm like, someone's listening to me, but they're not listening to me right now. So, I'm actually secretly alone. In my house with my family in it, but they're sleeping, so. Sorry, I'm just rambling, because trying to fill the space in this super long turn that's been really boring. Yeah, what are you milling us for? Actually, I guess I got a graveyard there. Cathar's Crusade. I like that card. Timna. I like that card too. I don't care about the planes, but whatever. Oh no. The Valakut. It's gonna rain fire down on us, nerds. Okay, there's one. It's gonna blow up the other one. Don't kill my intrepid here, I'll be chapped. No! Whatever. We can always get something back next turn with Ramos anyway. Sorry, Ravos, not Ramos. Ramos is a different legendary. We'll probably get the Timna back though, because we want to draw cards. I was one card short of infinite loop. I don't like you, because infinite stuff is lame. Got him. Showed him what's what. Yeah, we'll make him take 3, or just give it back to us. Works for me. Yeah. If you watch my videos regularly, you know that I don't like infinite combos. If you don't watch my videos regularly, I don't like infinite combos. The jankier the combo, the more accepting of it I am. But the like 2 card combos, I'm just kind of like, bleh. Or the solitaire combos, where it's just like, haha. Now theoretically I could win if I had like 300 hours of game time. I don't usually do it, but that's the only way this deck can win against Sid's commander. Against why? His commander is savage. You'll see. I've played against Etali a few times now. Scary, but not unreasonable. That's pretty much like how I'd say Etali decks are. They're scary, but they're not unreasonable. Like Etali whiffs sometimes because he hits lands, so his ability isn't a guaranteed thing. It's monocolored, so like he's not that there aren't a lot of good red cards, but he's limited to 1 color's worth of cards. Um, and on top of that, it's one of those decks that's commander attacking relevant. So like just playing your commander isn't enough. You have to attack with him as well, which means you have to give him haste in some way, which I know in mono red is not that hard. But that also typically means you have to give him some kind of protection. Like champ of the parish. Oh no! Oh, of course I was flaming him, and then he gets the merciless eviction. That actually screws us too, because it's an exile effect. Uh, what have I done? Oh no, if he resolves the merciless eviction, he gets the sandstone oracle afterwards. Whatever, we've still got a full hand of stuff. Still though, I maintain that Etali is scary, but not unreasonable. All artifacts. Whew. You get how's he time reversaling at instant speed? Uh, oh, that's what he got from this guy. Okay. We got a Mortify back, which is awesome. We don't get to get a thing out of our graveyard now, but that's okay. Okay. So there was, yeah, if he exiled all creatures, we would have been in some hotter water. Hey, hey, hotter water. Um, we're gonna block with the recruiter here so we can go get a different thing. Heck yeah. Because whoever we target either gives it back to us or we get it back with Ravos. So, yeah. This guy doesn't have any artifacts now, so whatever we attack him with, we get in for. Because our humans have fear. Well, I guess he can block Athreos, but so I suppose we don't kill him next turn, but he's hurting next turn for sure. So we could mentor next turn and then play our Silverblade Paladin and draw a card. We'll also get our recruiter, regardless of if he gives it back to us or not. Yeah, so I guess we'll play mentor, play a land, tapped unless you control. Yeah, so we'll play the Isolated Chapel, play our mentor. And then we'll play a Recruiter of the Guard, which will actually I just realized that because everything will come in with at +1/+1, I don't think we'll actually get the trigger unless it's has power 1. But we do have a creature with power 1, so that's convenient. I'll tap for both colors anyway. So Recruiter of the Guard. I'm gonna go get something, and then I'm gonna decide whether or not I want to draw a card. All my playmakers are now exiled. It's late. I'm nodding off, but I'm trying to finish. I thought I always yes to this. Always yes. The thing is, we've just got such an engine going now that I think that that guy should have merciless evictioned everything on the battlefield if he really actually wanted to win. You can get a Zathrid Necromancer. Just assure our victory. Dahlia's Lieutenant would pump up our dudes too. Maybe we do that. And we can swing in for some more damage. Yeah. Or is there something else that would pump up the rest of the squad more? It gives a counter to everything. In case we wouldn't be able to activate this turn. Adaptive Automaton kind of does, but no. I'm gonna grab that Ice Lieutenant. Oh, right. So yeah, we'll draw a card, I guess. We'll leave that. We don't need to mortify. We got tons of dudes. We're okay with our things dying. Yeah, we drew another land. Whatever. Yeah, I want to pay another one for Mentor the Meek's ability. Wow! The planes! So many. So 4 in the air. Uh, plus another 4. Can't block those. Can't block this. Can't block this. So 7 plus another 4 is 11. Okay, so he's not dead, but he's taking damage. Because he can block with... He can block the Athreos. Yeah. I'm not worried about him comboing off, though, because all of his exiles get exiled. Or, sorry, all of his artifacts get exiled. That was the first strike damage that goes through first, because of the Knight of the White Orchid. Yeah. Yeah, and we're going to discard some planes, or A planes. What's this other ability? He gets a counter now whenever I play a human, right? Yeah. Um, yeah. Loving the crap out of this deck. It's just so much fun. Like it's fun playing little creatures in Commander because you don't normally get to do that. Mycosynth, Wellspring. What's that do? Get him a land? Yeah, okay. I'm seeing a lot of artifact synergies in here. Or just a lot of artifacts, I should say. Gilded Lotus, yeah. Gilded Lotus goes very well with Paradox Engine because it gives colored mana. He's gonna attack. He's attacking me. Can't I block him? Yeah. I mean, if anything of ours dies, we're cool with it because we get it back one way or another, as long as Ravos and Athreos are out. So he's just trying to mill me. We're cool with you milling us because that means we get more access to more creatures because of Ravos' ability. I'm confused. Did he mean to do that? Is he just throwing away the game or what? Did he really want this trigger? Yeah, you gonna mill me? That's fine. Demonic Tutor, Temple of Silence, Night's Whispers, and Frontline Medic. So now we have a target for Ravos. Oh no, the reckoning of some of our things. He's probably gonna blow up Ravos here, honestly. He probably should. Or is he just gonna try and dome me? I was just gonna try and dome me with those? Okay. So he could have blown up like my Ravos and my Lieutenant, and then everything else would get weaker, and they could start blowing up other stuff. But I guess he'd have to take damage to do it anyway, because I'd be Athreosing him for everything. Or Athreosing this guy and I get them back. Because there's no way this guy would take the damage, so never mind, I understand, I guess. He's probably going to attack here. I'll block with the Lieutenant. Because I can just play it again next turn. Draw another card. Pump up all our dudes again. Really? He's running a Lightning Bolt? I love that art. I love the card Lightning Bolt, but it very rarely sees its worth in Commander. I don't know. Maybe he's going for the full burnout here. Maybe that's his deck. It's like secretly a burn deck. I was gonna say, let's take a look at all of his cards, but we can't really. Cage Sun. Kind of surprised he didn't play that first, but oh, figured I was first. Oh yeah, he could have just validated that guy twice, but I don't think he wants to kill him even. Oh, he's gonna kill that guy. Probably because he doesn't want to lose Etali, and I could just double block him. And we take 4. Holy. Yeah, of course he gets a Ring of 3 Wishes. Like the thing he could if there were a card he needed, it's that one. Because it just lets him tutor for stuff. And he's got a ton of mana. This only works with mountains, right? Basic land, yeah, okay. GG. Goodbye, interesting Sakashima deck. Yeah, we get a frontline medic. This guy's got haste, right? Yeah, so we'll save that. He's just dead here, isn't he? I'm misreading that. I'm gonna bond him with Athreos because he's our biggest hitter right now. You gotta come on. Come on. Let me finish the game. GG. He just conceded. Okay. Yeah, we just had the win on board, right? Thanks for watching, guys. Uh, I'm surprised he didn't play anything. He had a lot of mana and he has 5 cards in hand. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Please like the video if you liked it. I guess dislike it if you disliked it. Leave a comment based on, I don't know, how you thought it went or anything about the deck or their decks. Um, please give me a suggestion if you want me to um, build a specific um, deck around like a certain set of cards, or you want me to see tackle a certain commander deck, that's what this deck was somebody requested I do an Athreos deck, and this was my take on it. Please subscribe if you want to see my videos already up on my channel, or sorry, please subscribe if you want to see videos in the future, and please subscribe if you, or sorry, check out my channel if you want to see the videos on it. Rough outro. Thanks for watching, guys.